Science Literature, BS English 2, Hawaiian Campus.
A raven and a swan. A raven, which you know is black as coal, was envious of the swan, because her feathers were as white as the purest snow. The foolish bird got the idea that if he lived like the swan, swimming and diving all day long and eating the weeds and plants that grow in the water, his feathers would turn white like the swan's. So he left his home in the woods and fields and flew down to live on the lakes and in the marshes. But though he washed and washed all day long, almost drowning himself at it, his feathers remained as black as ever. And as the water weeds he ate did not agree with him, he got thinner and thinner. And at last, he died. A change of habits will not alter nature.
The Vain Jackdaw and his Borrowed Feathers. A jackdaw chanced to fly over the garden of the king's palace. There, he saw with much wonder an envy flock of royal peacocks in all the glory of their splendid plumage. Now, the black jackdaw was not a very handsome bird, nor very refined in manner. Yet, he imagined that all he needed to make himself fit for the society of the peacocks was a dress like theirs. I can be like those peacocks too. All I must do is put on some peacock feathers. So, he picked up some cast off feathers of the peacocks and stuck them among his own black plumes. Dressed in his borrowed finery, he strutted lovely among the birds of his own kind. Then, he flew down into the garden among the peacocks. Now the peacock should see me and say what a gorgeous bird I am, said the jackdaw to himself. But they soon saw who he was. Angry at the cheat, they flew at him, plucking away the borrowed feathers and also some of his own. The poor jackdaw returned sadly to his former companions. There, another unpleasant surprise awaited him. They had not forgotten his superior airs toward them, and, to punish him, they drove him away with a rain of pique and jeers. Moral of the story: borrowed feathers do not make fine birds. Love yourself. Accept the real you. Learn to embrace your imperfections. The thing that is really hard and really amazing is giving up on being perfect and beginning the work of becoming yourself. By Anna Kinlin.
Let us enjoy the story. The Truthful Woodcutter. Once upon a time, a woodcutter cutting woods in the forest. Woodcutter's axe accidentally fell into the river. Oh my God, my axe! The poor woodcutter made a good search into the water, but his efforts were in vain. Finally, he burst into tears. Hearing his sobs, an angel appeared before him. Angel asked him, "How can I help you?" Woodcutter said, "I lost my axe while cutting the woods." Listening to his words, Angel dived into the water. And Angel came up carrying a golden axe. "Come on, take your axe," she said. Kata did not accept the debt. He instructed that his axe was made of iron. Angel said, "Okay, this axe is not yours." The angel disappeared and Sun returned with a silver axe. The woodcutter did not accept that. He again stated that his axe was made of iron. Listening to his words, Angel dived into the water again. She came up and presented him with the golden and silver axes in recognition of his thoughtful nature. The angel was impressed by the man's honesty. The moral of the story is truthfulness brings its own reward. We know that honesty means being honest and truthfulness. And I realized that it is important of one's person that can show your identity based on your attitude that you show.
And today, I'm going to narrate my favorite story in children's literature entitled The Turtle and the Monkey. Since when I was a child, until now, this is one of my favorite story because it gives a lot of lesson. It taught us on how to be a good child, on how to be humble, and be kind. Don't be jealous. Choose of what you have or blessings that you have received. Avoid hate to your friend or to everyone. And also, be patient and love. The Turtle and the Monkey. The turtle and the monkey are best friends. The turtle is kind and helpful, but the monkey is cunning and witty. One day, the cat gave them a big fish. Meow! Meow! Turtle, monkey, here, eat this fish for your stocks. Wow, thank you. Meow! You're welcome. Hey, go ahead, eat well. Turtle, let's eat. It smells like rotten turtle. We will have it first and I will taste it. So make sure it's still good before you eat it. Here, the monkey began to test the fish. As he tasted it, he ate all the fish. I'm sorry, turtle friend. The food was delicious. There's nothing left. Because Turtle is kind and patient, he did not argue with his friend on the tour of the forest. Turtle saw a banana tree. Wow, that banana tree is so beautiful. Monkey, look. I want to plant that in my backyard so that when it bears fruit, we can eat it. Me too. I like the tree, Turtle. Can I have it? Let's just split it, Monkey. Mine is the upper part of the tree, the part with leaves. I don't want to grow more leaves. Reading is tiring. You will wait a long time for that, Turtle. No matter, you are used to being slow and waiting. The monkey went home happy, carrying the leafy part of the tree while Turtle was sad. As he carrying the lower part of the rooted tree, Turtle took care of his plant. He watered it every day. The monkey does the same, but few days later, monkey's banana plant withered. Why does my plant wither? Turtle, on the other hand, was so happy to see the emerging leaves on his plant until it bare fruit. Monkey was jealous when he saw the banana fruit in Turtle's plant. Yours is better than mine. It bears fruit. How did that happen? Let's eat the fruit, Turtle friend. It looks ripe and delicious. Okay, the tree is too high. I cannot reach the fruit. I will go up, my friend, and I will drop the fruit on you. When the monkey reached the top of the tree, he ate all the fruit, leaving nothing for Turtle. I'm sorry, Turtle. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all bananas. And monkey fell asleep because he was so full. The turtle was very hungry, so while monkey was sleeping, he put thorns under the tree. When monkey woke up, he saw the thorns. She asked Turtle for help. Turtle, my friend, please help me. Take away the thorns. Help me, my friend. Please help me. No way, because you are so selfish and you only think about yourself. Just stay there and I will go. Moments later, heavy rain began to fall. Monkey, no choice, and go down. I will revenge Turtle. Be ready. I will grant you finally, Turtle. My friend, if you grant me, I will just multiply a monkey thought again until he thought to go to the beach. I will throw you on the beach until you turn. Turtle secretly rejoiced. He pretended to be afraid of the beach. My friend, don't have a mercy on me. I don't like to be in the water. A monkey was very happy. He threw Turtle with all his strength. He was very angry to see that Turtle could swim. He moved fast in the water. Finally, I take you, monkey. I really love swimming on the beach. It feels so good soaked in the water. Come, my friend, let's swim. Whoa, wee! The monkey come home sad. He felt how hard it is being fooled and tricked by my friends. And this is the story of the turtle and the monkey.
The Rabbit and the Turtle. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit walked to the park and got rest. At that time, the rabbit saw the turtle walked so slowly. Then the rabbit went to the turtle and said hello to the turtle. Hello, Mr. Turtle. Why do you walk so slow? Actually, I am not walking now, but I am running, you know. What did you say? Are you kidding? Hey, look at me. Running is like this. How funny you are. The rabbit ran so fast and made the turtle shocked and got angry at the same time. Mr. Rabbit, you're so arrogant. Let's have a race. Have a race? With you? You're a dirty, dumb, and slow turtle. Okay, let's have a race tomorrow. And I'll be the winner, and you'll be the loser. Yoo-hoo! The next day, they had already prepared to take a race. The referee was ready to start the racing. The referee said, 1, 2, 3, and go! The game started. And then they ran. The rabbit ran so fast and left the turtle behind. On the other hand, the turtle ran so slowly. Catch me if you can, slow turtle. Because of running so fast, the rabbit got hungry, tired, and sleepy. Then, the rabbit ate much and he fell asleep soon. This food is so delicious. I can't stop eating. It's okay. The turtle is still far. I feel so sleepy now. Let me sleep for a minute. Then, the rabbit fell asleep soundly soon. On the other hand, the turtle kept running. He ran and ran. He saw the rabbit sleeping soundly. The rabbit is still sleeping. I am sure I'll be the winner. Yes, I nearly get the finish line. Suddenly, the rabbit woke up. He jumped up and then he ran faster than before. But he was too late.
so arrogant. That's made you failed.
Realizing that being the loser, the rabbit ran away from the turtle. So, the moral value of this story is do not be arrogant and underestimate to the others. So, that was all for the story of the rabbit and the turtle. Thank you!
The donkey and the load of salt. Long ago, there lived a merchant who used to deal in salt. He had a donkey to carry load. He used to sell his salt loaded on the donkey. He had to cross a stream to go to other village. Once his donkey fell into the stream and much of the salt was dissolved in water. The donkey easily crossed the stream due to the light weight of salt on his back. The donkey was happy. The donkey on his next trip knowingly fell into the stream. The merchant suspected the animal's intention. On the other day too, the donkey intentionally repeated the same trick. His master was now sure about the animal's evil intention. The merchant next day loaded the donkey with a lot of cotton. The donkey once again repeated the same trick. He fell into the stream. This time, his load became very heavy. The donkey carried the heavy load. It was very tiring for him to move on. The donkey now realized his mistake. He is not falling down into the stream anymore. He thought that it was not good to play tricks. The merchant had taught the donkey a good lesson.
The Huge Bag of Worries by Virginia Ironside. Jeannie had always been happy. She had a lovely mom and dad, a great brother, well, most of the time. She had a best friend at school and she liked her teacher. And then, of course, there was Luftus. But recently, she had been getting gloomier and gloomer. It wasn't just one thing, it was everything. She worried that she was getting too fat, that Luftus had fleas, and that her best friend was going away. She worried that she was getting bad marks at school, and she thought she heard someone whispering about her in the playground. She worried when her mom and dad had an argument. She even worried about wars and bombs. Until one day, she woke to find a huge bag of worries. The bag followed her everywhere, to school, to swimming, to the toilet, and it stuck by her even when she was watching TV. She tried ignoring it, but it didn't work. She tried throwing it away, but it always came back. She tried to lock it out, but when she got back to her bedroom, there it was, waiting for her. It was like a horrible shadow she couldn't get rid of. What could she do? She asked her brother for help, but he was busy with his computer game, and all he said was, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any worries." After that, she didn't feel like asking anyone else. She knew she'd only feel stupid. Mom would probably say, "You've got no worries that I can see. You're a lucky girl. You've got your health, your friends, your family. What more do you want?" So she decided not to tell her. Dad might know what to do, but then she thought again. No, Dad had enough worries of his own. She couldn't ask him. Every day, things got worse. The bag got bigger and bigger and bigger. couldn't sleep because it kept tossing and turning beside her all night. To make matters worse, the bag dragged around her feet so much when she was walking to school that she was late and the teacher was cross. Ginny couldn't tell her what had happened. And anyway, she knew what she would say. "You've got too many worries. In future, leave that bag at home." When Ginny told her best friend about the bag, she suggested that Ginny lock it up in a cupboard and tried not to think about it. "That's what I do," she said. But it just didn't work. Even Loftus couldn't help. He tried his best and barked like mad, but the bag stood its growth. One morning, Janie woke up, got dressed, and walked down the room. She had enough. The tears started rolling down her cheeks. She sat on the garden wall and put her head in her hands. She thought she'd had to live with the bag forever. Then she heard a voice and, looking up, she saw the kindly face of the old lady who lived next door. "Goodness," said the old lady. "What on earth is that huge bag of worries?" Through her tears, Ginny explained how it had followed her for weeks and got bigger and bigger and just wouldn't go away. "Now, let's just open it up and see what's inside," said the old lady. But Ginny said she couldn't. If she opened the bag, the worries might jump out, and who knew what might happen then? "Nonsense," said the old lady firmly. "There's nothing a worry hates more than being seen. If you have any worries, however small, the secret is to let them out slowly, one by one, and show them to someone else. They'll soon go away." So Ginny opened the bag. The old lady sorted the worries into groups. Ginny was astonished to see how small they looked when they were out in the open. Half the worries disappeared because lots of worries just hate the light of day. As for the rest, the old lady put some in her shopping basket to deal with herself. Some she sent packing because she said they belonged to other people. Some she just blew a kiss to. And some she said were worries that everyone had, even Ginny's family, her friends, and her teacher. And as for the bag, they throw it away. The lesson in this story is, when you have problems, worries, don't be afraid or hesitant to open it to someone who you trusted with, because the more you keep it, the more huge the bag you'll carry. Sometimes, in order to get free from those huge bags of worries, is to open it to the stranger, for you to feel free from those worries.
Hi everyone, this is Honey Jane Veranda. The Arrogant Rose. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a small but dense forest. The trees whispered to one another, and the flowers pollinated each other, and all the plants enjoyed being together as a forest. One day, one of the beautiful day of spring, between a cactus and a sunflower, a glowing seed started to grow. This growing flower was a gorgeous rose with crimson petals. "Hello, my name is Rosie." "I'm Cactus. Nice to meet you, Rosie." "Your petals are so beautiful, Rosie." "I wish I had petals like yours." "Thanks. But not everyone can be smart and beautiful and fragrant, right? Rose's lofty response surprised everyone. She was just such an arrogant flower, even though she had just a bloom. I am obvious. The most beautiful flower here. Look at my shiny petals. There are lots of beautiful plants here, Rosie. You are just one of them. What? How dare you to compare me with the prickly cactus? I'm much more beautiful than he. Cactus was very upset about what he heard and he could not say anything. It's not nice what you said to the cactus. And ye have thorns too. Actually, it's not nice to compare cactus with a beautiful rose like me, huh? What would you know about beautiful? You don't even bloom. Neither the cactus nor the sunflowers or the trees could get used to Rose's attitude because she was a flower that constantly praised herself. Days passed and summer finally came. The sunflower was so happy with her bright yellow face. She followed the sun's rays all day long. Cactus, on the other hand, drank the water he had stored throughout the winter, and he kept himself vigorous and healthy all summer long. Even sometimes birds visited the cactus to drink water. Other plants were not able to store water like cactus for this hot weather, and Rosie even began to wail because of thirst. Will it ever rain here? Winter has to come for it to rain, Rosie. But I am about to wither from thirst. All my beauty is gone. You can ask cactus for help if you want. Rosie saw that the cactus was too happy to help other flowers, but she was too proud to speak up because she always said bad words to him. However, when another petal withered and fell from her head, she put her pride aside and was willing to be embarrassed. She asked the cactus for help. Hey, cactus, I'm sorry for the cruel words I said to you and pine tree. You are both beautiful and ever useful plants for this forest. Can you help me too? Cactus saw that Rosie was choosing to be humble and had put her arrogance aside, so he shared his water with her. She could feel life spring up inside her once again, and her bright petals spread out into the rays of the sun. From that day on, Rosie learned not to judge her friends by their looks, because no matter how different we look from each other, each one of us is designed with beauty and helpfulness.
Let me share to you a short picture video story about the greedy dog. Take time to watch or listen to this video and find out the moral story that I'll be sharing to you. The story goes like as there was a dog that was very hungry. He searched for food everywhere and at last he found a bone. He picked the bone with his mouth and started going back to his home. When he started crossing it, he saw his reflection in the water. The dog thought that there was another dog with a bone in the water. He wanted to get that other bone too. So he started barking at his own reflection. His bone fell in the water as soon as he opened his mouth. The greedy dog lost his bone. The moral of the story was simple. Don't be greedy. But oftentimes, we forgot not to be selfish with the things and blessings that we have received. We can clearly compare ourselves to that dog of having that kind of attitude, which can lead to losing things that we have because we wanted the things of others. Such a greedy act. At the end, we are the one who suffers from our actions and lose our goodness in the eyes of others. We should have a daily checkup of ourselves. Mirror ourselves to be the givers, and blessings will actually attract your way at the end of the day.
The Ant and the Grasshopper Story. Once on a bright summer sunny day, a grasshopper was singing. Then he saw an ant working hard to collect food. The grasshopper said, "Why do you work so hard in summers?" Summers are for fun, relaxation, and enjoyment. Come, let us sing and enjoy. But Aunt said, I am collecting food for the winters and I recommend you to do the same. Grasshopper said, we have got plenty of food at present. Why bother about winter now? The ant ignored him and went on its own way. When the winter came, Grasshopper had no food to eat. He saw the ant and begged for food, but she said, when I worked hard, you enjoyed. Then Grasshopper learned his lesson the hard way. Work hard so you can get the benefits tomorrow. This is our moral for today. We need to fight today for the better tomorrow. We need to give importance every single minute because we don't know what tomorrow may bring. And that's all. Thank you.
Hi Mom, I'm Rafi Ursal from BSET English 2. Now, I will tell you the story about the hare and the tortoise. So, the hare was once boasting of his pet before the other animals. I have never yet been beaten, said the hare, when I put forth my full speed. I challenge anyone here to race with me. The tortoise said quietly, I accept your challenge. That is a good joke, said the hare. I could dance around you all the way. Keep your boasting till you've won, answered the tortoise. Shall we race? So a course was fixed and a start was made. The hare darted almost out of sight at once, but soon stopped and, to show his contempt for the tortoise, lay down to have a nap. The tortoise plodded on and plodded on, and when the hare awoke from his nap, he saw the tortoise just near the winning post and could not run up in the time to save the race. So, this story is about the slowly and steady tortoise and the hare fastest to run. So the moral lesson of this story is slowly and steadily wins the race. So my realization of this story is that we can be more successful by doing things slowly and steadily than acting quickly and carelessly. So that's all, Mom. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Bishop of Fuentes Artaya, BSNU English, and today I am going to present my storytelling about my favorite children's literature, which is the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is a classic story of love, genuine friendship, and jealousy. Even Walt Disney chose Snow White for his first animated feature that changed the interface of animation as well as history in filmmaking. The main character is a beautiful girl named Snow White, who lost her mother as a child. Her father married a beautiful woman, Beth Evil, who was jealous of her youth and beauty. The queen always consulted a magical mirror that told her she was the most beautiful woman in the world. Until one day, the queen received the answer she had not hoped for. The queen could not bear that someone was more beautiful than her. She ordered the hunter to take Snow White deep into the forest and kill her. But the hunter couldn't do it. He decided to let her go, and Snow White found happiness with her new friends. Still, her happiness didn't last long because the queen was constantly after her. She tried to kill her in various ways until she almost succeeded in doing so. Fortunately, Snow White was rescued by a prince. In the end, good overcame evil, and the beautiful princess lived happily ever after. The Queen is a true example of a negative character scene. It represents everything bad and a person you wouldn't want too close to you in real life. It has also the negative characteristics: jealous, vindictive, selfish, and cold. She is very arrogant and will do anything to get what she set for mind to, even if it requires human sacrifice. Like any fairy tale, before this one, the story of the beautiful pale maiden has a message. Throughout the story, her kindness and the pure heart are highlighted, which helps her defeat injustice. Snow White is the embodiment of that innocent goodness that is somehow always rewarded in the end. She doesn't have a bit of wickedness in here, so it's easy to deceive her because she's a bit naive and it's perfection. Still, the good people around her keep her safe, so luckily, she gets her happy ending. The most beautiful theme of the story, Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, is that true beauty comes from within. In the beginning of the story, the mirror told the queen that she would not be the fairest because Snow White was the fairest of all.
Hello everyone, I'm Charlene and today I'm gonna talk about my favorite children's literature story. So this story was taken from the K-drama entitled It's Okay Not to Be Okay. So it's really okay not to be okay. But anyway, so much for that. I will going to share this story because I really like the flow of the story and the moral story is really great. And yeah, here we go. The title of the story is The Cheerful Dog. Once upon a time, there lived a dog that was very good at hiding his emotions. The dog was tied beneath a shade tree. He always wagged his tail and acted cutely, so he got the name, the Cheerful Dog, because he was as cheerful as springtime. The dog always had lots of fun with the village kids during the day, but every night he'd moan and whine when no one was around. That's because he wanted to cut off the leash and freely run out into the spring field. However, he couldn't. That's why he cried every night, every single night. One day, a voice inside him asked the cheerful dog, "Hey, why don't you just cut off the leash and run away?" And this is what the cheerful dog said, "I've been tied up for way too long, so I forget how to cut myself." So this time around, I'm going to share about the moral lesson of the story entitled The Cheerful Dog. But before that, I want to cite the quotation from an anonymous author. It says, "This wise English skill she acquired the ability to look to the outside world utterly serene and ever cheerful, while in her skull always chaos." It is indeed that humans are very good at hiding their emotions, and whether we admit it or not, there is a lot of people who have been so good at hiding their emotions, and I know that myself is not an exemption when it comes to that thing. They wear a mask showing only what they want others to see, and in the cheerful dog story, it reminds us to let go and move on while we still have time. As long as we are not in the deep trap of our own emotions, we have to get out from it. So, because here's the thing, if we keep on holding onto someone or something that wouldn't make us any better, we will be forever living in fear, pain, and regrets. As much as you can still get off the leash, as much as you have the chance to find the way out, do it now. You don't have to live a life where you are trapped. It's time to take a step and master your courage, because you are never a coward. You are born to be a winner, and you just have to unleash that warrior side of yours. You just have to take courage.
She smiled at Heidi to look on and be happy.
Good morning, Mom. I am Jane Mariel C. Aton, BAC in English 2. Today, I'm going to tell you my favorite story. Before of that, I will show you some books. I have a lot of books here. I buy this book for my son because he always wants me to tell some story before he go to sleep. My favorite story is this one. Ducky Duck and her friends. I will tell you the story. Doggy Dog and her friends love to march together at the farm. Come, let's have some fun under the sun. Here comes Doggy Dog. He says, Doggy, doggy, dog, doggy, dog, doggy, dog, doggy, dog, barks. Arf, arf, arf. When they are marching, they are also singing. When it comes to people naman, when we are marching, we say, left, right, left, right, left, right. Here comes Kitty Cat. He says, kitty, kitty, cat, kitty, cat, meows. Meow, meow, meow. Here comes Birdie Bird. Birdie, birdie, bird, birdie, birdie, bird, birdie, bird, tweets. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Here comes Billy Goat. He says, Billy, Billy Goat, Billy, Billy Goat, Billy Goat, me, me, me. Here comes Horsey Horse. He says, Horsey, horsey, horse, horsey, horsey, horse, horsey, horse. When they are marching, they saw a duck trapped in the river. They want to save the duck. Who will save Ducky Duck? I will, says Doggy Dog, Kitty Cat, Birdie Bird, Billy Goat, and Horsey Horse. Come, let's use that boat tied to tree. The 5 animals run to the boat and untie it. Who will ride the boat to save Ducky Duck? I will, says Horsey Horse, and rushes to the boat. Oh, 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 you're so heavy. You can't ride the boat. You can't save Ducky Duck, say the other animals. Who will ride the boat and save Ducky Duck? I will, say Billy Goat, and step on the boat. Oh, 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 but you're afraid of the water. You can't ride the boat. You can't save Ducky Duck. Oo nga naman, yung mga kambing talaga, natatakot talaga sila sa tubig. 'Di ba? Who will ride the boat and save her? I will, says Doggy Dog, and steps on the boat. Oh, 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 you're so fat. You can't ride the boat. You can't save Ducky Duck. Who will ride the boat and save Ducky Duck? We will, say Kitty and Birdie, and step on the boat. Come, 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 hold on, Ducky Duck. Kitty and Birdie help Ducky Duck out of the water and ride the boat. And all of the friends of Ducky Duck, Doggy Dog, Kitty Cat, Birdie Bird, Billy Goat, and Horsey Horse march happily back to their homes. The moral lesson of this story is, you should not lose hope. Your friends are always there to help you. Bihira na lang sa panahon ngayon yung mga true friends, di ba? Kasi kadalasan naman talaga, makakaano talaga tayo ng mga friends, pero hindi natin masasabi na true friends sila. Kasi minsan, sila pa yung sumisira sa atin. And that's all, Mom. Thank you.
The story that I remembered is the story entitled The Tale of Peter Rabbit. And the lesson that I learned from there is that we should follow what our parents told us so that we will be out of danger. We should not disobey them because there's a quote says, Mother knows best, so we should follow them. On the other hand, we should not hurt animals because they have feelings too, like us. Maybe we're not the same, but the fact that they have or they can feel sadness, we should also give chance and respect them. We can't just punish them like what Mr. McGregor did to Peter. To make it short, we should listen and obey our parents because they know what's good for us. That's all.
A pleasant afternoon to all of us, especially to our professor or teacher, Ma'am Charmaine Flaviano. This afternoon, I will tell you my favorite children's literature story. My favorite children's literature story is Matilda. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Matilda. She is extraordinary in every way. Her family is always busy and they are lack of attention for her. One day, in their school, her teacher said, "Class, pretty soon you'll be able to do any multiplication. So, what is 2 times 7? The class answered, 14. Matilda, what is 13 times 379? Matilda answered, 4,927. Her classmates amazed and say, "Wow." Their teacher amazed to Matilda as well. Then she shared this to her principal, but their principal didn't care. By the way, their principal is very terror and scary. Matilda never forget what her father and principal say to her that, "I'm smart and you're dumb. I'm big and you're small. And I'm right and you're wrong." The terror principal say that, "In this school, I am God." She is very strong and athletic girl. She over-disciplined her student. She is very terror principal. She did not afraid to hurt her students. She bully or underestimate all of them. The other hand, Matilda discovered deep inside herself. She controlled to move things using her mind. She can give power to the powerless, help to the helpless. In the end of this story, Matilda teach a lesson to a bully person, especially to their principal or very terror and scary principal. The moral lesson I have learned from this story is don't underestimate and don't discriminate to all children and to all people. Respect other people if you like to be respected. Do not do unto others if you don't like others do unto you. Don't use your position or power too much. And I have a message to all people in this world. So, to all parents, please give your child enough attention and support and guide them a correct way. To all people who has an higher position, be humble. To all children or students, stop learning new things. And to all people in this world, live your life to the fullest and always have faith to God. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you so much.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Matilda.
Hi, Dad.
Get in the car, Melinda.
Matilda!
Whatever.
Who was extraordinary in every way.
Pretty soon you'll be able to do any multiplication, whether it's 2 times 7,
14,
or 13 times 379.
4,000. 2,927. Wow.
She can multiply large sums in her head. So can a calculator.
But in a world where grown-ups make all the rules,
I'm smart, you're dumb.
I'm big and you're small.
I'm right.
And you're wrong.
in a school where the principal
In this school, I am God!
has no principles,
Sir, the Trunchbull used to be in the Olympics. Shot put, javelin, hammer throw.
she will discover
Somebody's gotta teach her a lesson.
deep inside herself
You should believe in whatever power you think you have inside of you.
a secret weapon to even the odds.
No more Miss Nice Girl.
Hey, dip face, have a carrot.
Nah, you eat it.
Now,
Cookie! You will not leave this platform until you have consumed the entire confection!
she gives power
You can do it, Brucey!
to the powerless, help to the helpless.
Harry, take your hat off.
I can't get it off.
And disaster to those who deserve it. From the author of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and James and the Giant Peach, and the unique vision
What did you do to your hair?
of director Danny DeVito, comes the story of every kid's right to stand tall, no matter. Matilda.